Okay, so good morning. This is Miss Fran at Reed Memorial Library, and I'm really glad that you're here for story time. And this morning, we're going to be talking about some animals, but I'll give you some hints in our opening song what kind of animals we're going to be talking about. Okay, are you ready to sing the opening song? If you want to read a book, clap your hands. If you want to read a book, clap your hands. If you want to read a book, come on close and take a look. If you want to read a book, clap your hands. Good job. If you want to read a book, say peep, 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 peep. If you want to read a book, say peep, 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 peep. If you want to read a book, come on close and take a book. If you want to read a book, say beep, 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 beep. I got to thinking about those animals and I lost my place. If you want to read a book, shout hooray, hooray! If you want to read a book, shout hooray, hooray! If you want to read a book, come on close and take a look. If you want to read a book, shout hooray, hooray! I heard those hoorays. That was great. Good job. Well, I don't know if you figured it out or not, but this week our theme for our summer reading challenge has been baby animals. And I was already talking to one person this morning and they said that their favorite baby animal is a bunny. So me too. Well, this morning we're going to start out with a book called Mel Fell. And this is kind of an unusual book because most books open up like this. You open the cover and the story starts, but in this book, that makes it sideways. So this book goes like this, and you'll have to watch and see what happens, okay? This is called Mel Fell, and it's by Corey R. Tabor. Looks like maybe Mel is a bird. There we see the tree. Oh, there. Do you know what kind of bird that is? I think that the book is going to tell us by the end. It has blue and kind of a reddish tummy. Mel Fell. If you look here, you can see there's a hole in the tree and there's a little birdie in there. Must be a nest. One day when Mama was away, Mel decided it was time to learn to fly. She had been in the nest long enough. "Aren't you scared?" asked her sister Pim. "Yes," said Mel, "but I won't let that stop me." She looked down. "It sure is a long drop," said her brother Pip. "Well," said Mel, "I've got wings." Mel was scared, and it was a long drop. But today was the day she would fly. "See you soon," she told her siblings, and she jumped and she flipped and she spread her wings and then she fell. Mel fell and fell. Look at the owls. They look shocked. Oh no, Mel is falling. The squirrels tried to catch her. They really did. They'd grown quite fond of those squeaky little chirpers upstairs. Blast, nuts, oof, ee! But it was no use. They missed her by a whisker. "Zeezel, zazoo," said the bees, but they barely slowed her down. Zeezel, zazoo means, "We will save you." And they tried. They're tugging on her feet, but they just aren't big enough. They can't stop her. Even the spider lent a hand. Well, 8 of them. And when the spider comes down, look, The fly snaps away and says, I'm free. That fly's pretty happy that spider didn't get to eat him. But still, Mel fell. Here's a snail. He says, do not fear, helpless little bird. I will catch you. But he's too slow. Look at the ants are trying to catch her. She fell and fell. Oh no, says the ladybug. Look, Mel's eyes are opening and we can see cattails and grasses now. Splash! Mel dived into the water. She snapped her beak and caught a fat little fish. She kicked her legs, she wiggled her tail feathers, she spread her wings, and then she flew. Uh-oh, how does the fish look? I don't know if that fish looks so happy. Can you see him? Mel flew and flew. Look, the ants are happy. The snail is happy. The fish does not look happy. As Mel flew by, the spider clapped her hands. All 8 of them. Yay, she says. The bees said, huzzah, huzzah. You're cheering her on. The squirrels raced her to the top. Look at the owls. Mama was waiting when she got there. I flew, said Mel. And look, when she says, I flew, the fish falls out of her mouth. And the fish is happy now and says, I'm flying. But really, I think the fish is falling, hopefully right back into the pond. I knew you could, said Mama. I knew I could too, said Mel. And you hear a little voice saying, do not fear, helpless little fish. I will catch you. Splash. Mel did it, didn't she? Now here's the part that the picture tells a story where Mel is pushing her brother and her sister out to the end of the branch so that they can try flying too. And then the author makes a note and she says, Mel is a kingfisher. Kingfishers catch fish by diving into the water from tree branches or wires. They live in nests, either in tunnels or in holes in a tree. And a young kingfisher probably doesn't catch a fish the first time they leave the nest. But then Mel is a very special bird. That was a good story. I liked that, how Mel did it the very first time and she was able to catch a fish, but the fish went free. I think this is a cool book, how it works. All right, so we have a little song about some birds that are in a nest. And I'm gonna sing it and there's actions that go with it. And so we'll do it twice. The first time, try to follow along, okay? So it goes like this. I'm gonna get my paper in case I forget the words. It goes like this. Up, up in the sky, the little birds fly. Down, down in their nest, the little birds rest. With a wing on their left and a wing on their right. We'll let the dear birdies sleep all through the night. Shh, they're sleeping. When the bright sun comes up and the dew melts away, good morning, the little birds say. What do you think little birds say when they wake up in the morning? Do they say good morning? Or do they maybe say beep, beep? Could be. Let's try it one more time. I agree. They say peep, peep. All right, so here we go. Up in the sky, the little birds fly. Down in their nest, the little birds rest. With a wing on the left and a wing on the right, we'll let the dear birdies sleep all through the night. Shh, they're sleeping. When the bright sun comes up and the dew melts away, good morning, the little birds say. Good morning, the little birds say. I like that song about birdies in their nest. Did you know that birdies build nests not just in the spring, but even in the summer? They have lots of nests full of babies. So now we have a story about another baby animal. Can you look carefully and see what kind of a baby animal this is? Is it a... Oh, yes, it's a baby deer. The name of the book is called The Secret Fawn, and it's by Callie George and Ellie McKay. The pictures in this book are really nice, I think. There's a picture of a dandelion. We have those in our yard. And there's a page that just shows a robin on a clothesline. See all the clothespins? And there's clothing, underwear, dresses, sheets, all hanging out early on a summer morning. It's kind of a misty summer morning. This morning, Mama saw a deer. Dad and Sarah saw it too. But I didn't. I was getting dressed all by myself. I always miss everything. I missed the shooting stars because I go to bed too early. You see the shooting stars? I missed picking the first apple because I am too short. And now I missed the deer. While Mama makes pancakes, I slip outside with a sugar cube in my pocket. The sun is soft and gold. The grass is wet and tickles my toes. There is no sign of the deer. Whoosh! I hear something. Is that the deer behind the apple trees? No, it's just some leaves dancing down. Flick! I see a flash of brown. Is that the deer? No, it's just our neighbor's dog come to say hello. Shh, Nala. Splash! Something's by the pond. Is that the deer taking a drink? No, it's just a bird searching like me. Crick, crack. Is that the deer rustling some branches? No, it's just a squirrel nibbling its breakfast. My stomach rumbles for my breakfast. I sigh and sit down. I don't care if it's wet. Carefully, I place the sugar cube on a rock. Maybe the deer is hungry too. Maybe it will come back. I listen. Nothing. And then I look. I see something in the bushes. Not a deer. Can you see what she's looking at? It's very small. It's a baby deer, a fawn. A baby deer, golden and soft like the sunlight, quiet as a whisper, and little like me. Looks like it's sleeping. Its eyes are closed. It looks up at me and blinks. Hello, we say with our eyes. I watch until it rises wobbly and heads into the woods to find its mama. Look, its mama is in the woods. She was near the mama the whole time. She just didn't know it. She can't see the mama. I rise and head home to find my mama too. She has dandelions in her hand. Mama is waiting for me with a plate of pancakes. Did you see the deer? She asks. I shake my head because I didn't. I saw its fawn. And there's the mama deer and the fawn. They're looking at that sugar cube. I wonder if they will like it when they eat it. The end. I wish I could see a fawn. So let's do a little bit of an action poem about a fawn. Okay, can you stand up? Everybody stand up, we're ready. Okay, it goes like this. It goes, little fawn, prance all around. Little fawn, don't make a sound. Little fawn, bend down your knees. Little fawn, sit in the leaves. Little fawn, mama watch will keep. Little fawn, while you safely sleep. Little fawn, now is time to hide. But when you are a big deer, you'll roam the forest wide. Let's do it one more time, okay? Little fawn, prance all around. Little fawn, don't make a sound. Little fawn, bend down your knees. Little fawn, sit in the leaves. Little fawn, mama watch will keep. Little fawn, while you safely sleep. Little fawn, now is time to hide. But when you are a big deer, you'll roam the forest wide. That's the thing about baby animals, is that they don't stay babies forever. They grow up and they get to be big animals. All right, come on, little fawns. Let's sit down on our seats, and we have one last book. And this is another book about birds. It's called Birds in the Spring, and you can see from the cover of the book that it's about bird nests. And look at those little eggs in there. Did you ever look for a bird nest? Did you ever find one and see the babies or see the eggs? This is by Jenny Fretland Van Voorst. And there you can see a swallow, which is a kind of a bird, and a nest. And look, that little baby bird has his mouth open and the inside of his mouth is yellow. That's interesting, isn't it? Busy birds. It is spring. The air warms. The trees grow leaves and flowers bloom. Birds return from the south. It is time to mate. Here they come. The male sings. Look, he's got his mouth wide open. The female hears him. She likes his song. They mate. The birds build a nest. They use mud and grass. And look, they put feathers on the inside to line it. The female lays eggs. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 eggs in that little nest. She sits on the eggs and she keeps them warm. In 14 days, they hatch. Can you see that little tiny birdie? He has very few feathers. His skin is just pink. He couldn't fly yet. He's got to grow some feathers. Ooh, they've got some more feathers here. The baby birds want food. They open their beaks and cry, peep, peep, peep. And look how yellow the inside of their mouth is. It wouldn't be hard for a mama bird or a daddy bird to find where to put the food, would it? Mom brings them a bug. She chews it first. Then she feeds them. Yum. Let's count the babies. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And she's sticking that bug way down in the baby's throat so he can swallow it. The babies have grown. Look at their feathers. They look almost like the mama and the daddy. They spread their wings. It is time to fly. Here they go. This picture shows the parts of a bird. The beak, the feathers. This bird has iridescent blue feathers on the back. So pretty. And wings and tail feathers and feet with claws so they can hang on when they perch. I have found little nests with baby birds in them before. I really enjoyed looking at them, but I didn't touch them because it's not like when you have a little bunny that you touch. When you touch a baby bird, I think sometimes the mama bird is scared of the smell of humans. So we have a craft to do today, which is little baby birds sitting in a nest in a tree. And you can color it. You might want to add a sunshine. Your baby birds have googly eyes. They look a little crazy. And maybe when they're hungry, their mouth goes wide open. Beep, beep. Bring me a bug. Bring me a bug. So anyway, I hope you have fun putting that together. And there's lots of different books that are listed on your kit paper that you might check out from Hoopla. And that would be a lot of fun. So I'm really glad you came today. I've had a lot of fun with baby animals. Would you help me sing our goodbye song? I'm glad you came today. I'm glad you came today. I hope that you will come again. I'm glad you came today. Let's wave goodbye. I'm glad you came today. I'm glad you came today. I hope that you will come again. I'm glad you came today. I am glad. I'll see you next week. Have a good one. Thank you. Bye.